Good evening to you all. Today is 11th December 2024, which marks the beginning of our week 10 of this 6 month virtual internship. So, we already said that the internship will last for about 6 months, and this is the beginning of our week 10. So, these are what we are going to cover for this week. Uh, we'll have a recap on the previous weeks, which I'll just talk about them. And also I'll talk about this issue regarding non-compliance of some of the participants. I'll definitely talk about that. And also today, what we are going to do is we will have introduction. In this week, we're going to talk about data visualization. So we'll have introduction to data visualization. Again, we'll also talk about introduction to dashboard because, of course, we are going to learn how to create a dashboard uh, in this week also. So after that, like always, we'll have a question and answer, and then uh, we have a conclusion, and we call it a day. Okay, so let me start with the recap on the previous weeks. You know, uh, right from the beginning, we started with the introduction of the data analytics field with all of you. And I take you through maybe definition of terms, you understand what it's all about. And we started learning one of the tool for data analysis, which is one of the most commonly used around the world, which is Microsoft Excel. So it's something that anywhere you go, you will find it, and there is no way you will learn data analytics without escaping an escape, Microsoft Excel. So Microsoft Excel is kind of everywhere. So so this is it. Uh, we did all this. So we started with introduction of it, and we go ahead. We started to learn a lot of functions and formula that has to do with the analysis of data. That is to bring out insight about data that was given to you. After all this, we realized that uh, even though you work with the data, you need to learn how to collect data by yourself because it's part of your processes, it's part of your work to learn how to collect, how to gather data. So we learn different tools for that, which is ODK, Comcare, and also Google. So you go ahead and conduct your, survey, which is the last part of what we have done. So you go for the field survey after learning how to construct your questionnaire, how to collect data, and you were asked to go and do that. Okay, this is in nutshell and what you have learned over this period of 10 weeks. And I believe you have learned something no matter how little, because there's no way you can spend 10 weeks doing something without having or, learning something from it no matter how little. Okay, so after saying this, all this what we have done, I want to talk about this issue of non-compliance of some of the participants. This is something that I want to talk about. Seriously, I'm not kind of feeling all right with this. So definitely this class, we are dividing this class. So we'll continue tomorrow with the class because I don't think we'll finish everything today. So I'm sorry for that. Okay, so some of you people, yeah, people were removed from the group. That will happen. And most of the people that were removed are those that failed to comply with one, two or more of the, maybe regulations or something that we were told to do. So, yeah, some of you have a cogent reason that they shouldn't be, maybe they shouldn't be removed, they should be considered. I believe that. While some of you, they don't have any reason. It's just like, that what they chose to do, and that's why we have no option but to remove them after giving them all this grace of time for them to comply, for them to give us or for them to do what we ask them to do. So what just happened? Yeah, I'm not the one that remove people, but yeah, you were removed anyway, and of course it's because you did something wrong. But a lot of people that I don't even know them, I don't know because most of the people here I don't know them seriously. It's only Katrina that I saved her number. That's the only person that I think I have her number. Apart from maybe those that maybe I knew them before this Baze University. But she's the only person. But a lot of people started contacting me, sending messages. Some people just send abusive messages. Some people just keep just raining words, saying all what they want, this and that. They were this, they were that, and the rest. Yeah. Uh, I just want to say this to all of you here is that right from the day one of this bootcamp, I told you I'm not after the number of people that I saw, 400, 500. I don't care about that number. And the only serious people that are my target normally, my target is only one person. Let me tell you the reality, it's only one person. Because for me to have one good person who is diligent, who is good in what I teach him, is better for me to have 100 or 200. Is better. So I don't care about the number and I don't mind that. And that's why I called your attention right from the one that please, please, if you know you are not going to be serious in this, please just go to somewhere or go and get your internship somewhere else and do it there. I already said this and I already gave you a statutory warning on that. But I don't know why a lot of people think that maybe it will slide or maybe it will just allow it to go. We have a lot of things to do. I have a lot of things. Some of the time I'm doing all this class while I'm in transit. Some of the time I'm doing them while I'm not okay and the rest. But some of you are not all seeing that we have a lot to do, a lot to do. But this is something that this is within a period of time, maybe 20 weeks. So we dedicated our time, we focus, we stay there to teach people and for us to see that you learn something that will help you in your endeavors. We have nothing to benefit from this. Nothing. We have nothing. Some of you are just thinking that maybe there is something that we want to benefit from doing there is nothing. I used to even tell some of the people that please, my brother, if you think maybe it's because there are some of them that think it's because of the YouTube watching, that maybe when they watch YouTube I will get money. I laugh. I just laugh at such type of people. Believe me, it has nothing to do with that. To me, I can be dropping the videos in the group for you. So if you like, don't even go to there and watch it. And the reason why I put it there is just because anytime it will be there, whether I'm alive, whether I'm not alive, whatever it happens, it will be there. Even if you lost your mobile phone, it will still be there. So we should know all this. We are doing this for the benefit of people. We are doing this to help people. So if you are abusing us just because you were removed, yeah, some of you said things that they have to, we must consider them. They will say that this, they will give us their reason and they will appeal that please they should be reconsidered and this and that. Of course, they will be reconsidered and they will be added to the group. But some will feel like, no, this is their right, while to me, this is a privilege. It's not a right, it's just a privilege. If we like, we can shut it down and say we are done with this, and that's all. We owe nobody any explanation and the rest. But it's something that we committed ourselves to do it. And believe me, we are more than 100% committed to ourselves in doing this. There is nothing that will change our minds from finishing what we have started, even if it is one person. That's one thing I used to tell. I'm not here because of 100 people or because of 200 or because of no. Even if it is only one person, that one person that is serious will continue with the person. That's how it's going to be. And nobody can change that. It's something that we will keep doing and we will finish it to the end. I know why I'm saying all this to you. I know why I'm training you in this. I know why I'm trying to teach you all this. I'm not benefiting from anything in this. It's just, I know if I help you, of course, it's like, it's a blessing that I know I will get. No matter what, I'll get a blessing for doing that. So, all the abusive messages and all the voice note people were sending, all the emails, all the other things and the rest. To me, it's nothing, and I swallow all that. I don't even care because the reason is I told you I don't even know the person. I don't even have his number, so it's just for me to archive the person. Even if you say something that provoked me, I'll just archive you And that's all. I don't even care. I don't even mind to, to respond to you or to, to something. So I want to call your attention to this. You need to understand, please. If you know you are not going to be serious to the end of this, we are starting our week 10 today. If you know there is things that you cannot comply with, you cannot do them, please, I appeal to you to avoid being, embarrassed or disappointed or something like that. Please, please walk away. Just go somewhere and continue your internship, because I believed what I told you, what I taught you already now is something that I believed is something that can get you a job. I know that even without continuing with all this, I believe it's something that can get you a job somewhere. So you can save yourself all that disappointments and other things. You can go. Then we'll continue with the ones that are ready to do this. So this is what I want to draw your attention. Please tighten your belt, learn all this. After 10 weeks now, from now to 25th February, we are done. And that's the end of it. And I believe none of you, most of you, 99% of you, I will not meet them in person. That's for we're not going to meet again. So let's just focus and do this. And at the end of everything, it will be of your own good, not me, is you. So this is it. And thank you so much for being here with us this week also, and we'll continue from where we stopped. And we'll look at your survey, we'll also look at your data, look at everything, because I told you whatever we're going to do so far now has to do with the data you collected at the field. So whatever we are going to learn, anything we are going to do, it has to do with that. So please, you need to focus and you need to use that data to keep doing or to keep practicing what we have done for the rest of the 10 weeks that left for us. Okay. So after saying all this, I think let's have introduction to data visualization. So most of you will just think we are done with the analysis of the data. We did all that, all the things that we need to do to analyze data and to bring insights about data. Believe me, I know uh, you have kind of learned that, and you know how to do that. So this visualization uh, is just a graphical representation of that analysis that you have done. Okay, you removed you count something, the count blank, the sum if, maybe the percentage, maybe this, that, all such calculations that you have done, all such analysis you have done, you need to visualize them in a graphical format. You are visualizing them in a way that people that are not, good in that will understand it, and they will easily know what you are saying, and they will easily know what you are communicating to them. So that's the graphical representation of the data. So now you are going to learn all that there are different types of these graphs. There are different types of graphs that we have. And each graph has its own data that you're supposed to visualize that graph with the data. That's how it is. So some people think graphical representation or creating graphs or charts of data is just a blank check. So I'll just go ahead. Anyone that suits me, I'll just create the graph, or anyone that I want, I'll just go ahead and do that. That's not how it works. How it works is every data, we all talk about that data types. If you can recall, all such data that we discussed, the categorical data and all the different types of data, there is a graph that you need to visualize such analysis of that particular data with. So that's how this graph is all about. So you need to learn that. You need to know all these graphs, and you need to know how to do that. Okay, so let's look at this graph. So I saw some charts. Let me read some of this. Thank you, may God reward you. I have filled out the complaint form. I have never defaulted, but yeah, when you were never defaulted and you were removed from the group, and thank God here you are, we are also having a class with you. So you complained, maybe you talk to you or they will attend to you. There are lots of people, there are lots of complaints. He will attend to you. Even if he didn't attend to you, believe me, you talk to him again. you when you are learning something, or you when you are the one trying to get something, you have to exercise patience. You have to be humble in that. You have to ask. There are a lot of things. I know intentionally you will not ignore you intentionally, or there is something maybe you have done which maybe deserved you to be removed. Maybe he can tell you that or something like that, but he will. It's not just like that. Anyone you remove you. Even now, a lot of people were removed, and they are all here with us learning this. And the class is public. Once we are done, we share the link. Everybody will go and learn it. So it's not like we remove you because we hate you, or we remove you because we don't want you to learn. No, we remove you because we think we can't be wasting our time marking, doing things, and people that they don't want to, you know, cooperate with them. We are wasting our time marking their this, and we're wasting our time seeing all this. So when we remove you, it's just okay. We are not marking your script, and we're not focusing on what you are, so you can be learning. So don't feel something. You talk to him. When you talk to him, definitely, he will respond to you. He has a lot on his plate. You are not the only people he is attending to. There are about over 400 or 500 people we are teaching IT employability skills also. It's not only Baze University we are having. So he has about 800 or 900 people that he's attending to. He's marking their script, apart from other people that we are teaching. So you see, it's a very hectic task, and me, I'm not even the one, I don't know what is going on, but I'm the one taking all the abuse and whatever. But it's all right. But seriously, you need to exercise patience. That's what I want you to understand. So apart from this, let's just continue because I think this will not distract me. Okay. So let's look at these graphs that some of the graphs that I want you to learn, that I want you to know what type of data you need to present, use them to, to visualize. So these are the graphs we'll look at. So number one of them, the types of graphs that we have bar chart. You all know categorical data. I told you categorical data that has simple data per each variable. For example, number of people per state that participate in this boot camp. Maybe I have Sokoto 100, Lagos 200, or Sokoto 20, Lagos 30, Zamfara 50, other state. Each variable is independent on its own. It's independent on its own. Take note. This data that you are visualization per state, you are not visualizing the number. You are visualizing the variable. That's why I call it categorical, because it's number of states that you are visualization. It's the state you are visualizing, not the participant. Unless maybe you are visualizing number of participants, maybe you will say you are participant this, maybe you have defaulters, you have something like that. So this type of data, any type of data that comes on it, if you look at the data, you realize that each of them is independent on its own. Each of them is independent and can stand on its own. In as much as that data is like that, you visualize it using bar chart. Some they call it column chart. You'll see it in Excel, column chart, but that's the bar chart. So you use bar chart to visualize such type of data. So anytime you conduct the analysis of any data that is that type, please use your bar chart to showcase the data and to show what the data is saying and what each of the variable represent or has in the data. So this is what this data is. And normally, normally we are using this bar chart to visualize most of the data. Most of the data we are using this, most of the data. Again, apart from this, we also has histogram. So for the histogram, any data that we used, that the data is in range, data is in range. We use this. It's normally a numerical data, but the data is in range. We use this to visualize that data for us to minimize the number of data, the numerical data that we have. We need to, summarize them and have them in range column. For example, data that has to do with age data, we used to do this to visualize this data in range. in range. For example, we have different age of people, 20, 30, 19, 18, 17, 25, 50, 40, whatever. So we use histogram for us to visualize the data in range, in range time. For example, automatically when you use the histogram, it will categorize the data for you. One, maybe it will just say automatically it will do that for you. It will say, for example, it will say 1 to 10 age, 1 to 10 are this, 10 to 12 or 10 to 15 are this, 16 to 20 are this. That's how it's going to visualize the data for you by range. You're not the one to do that. Is the graph that when you apply the graph will automatically do that for you using histogram. That's what histogram did. And of course, we will practice all this with you. You're going to see this. Okay. So another data types of graph that we have is pie chart. So for the pie chart, any data that come in segregation, any data that comes in segregation, and that segregation give us the complete portion of the entire data. We use pie chart to showcase that particular data. I'm saying it again. When you have a data, when we have a data, and after the analysis of the data, we analyze the data. One, two of the data or of the variables will give us the total of that particular portion that we have. For example, I have males and females. Or for example, I'm taking the portion of maybe uh people that selected a particular something out of, let's say, out of this participant. I just give you you are 100, then I give you something to choose from. For example, I want you to choose some colors: white, brown, blue. Okay, choose the color. You are 100. Based on that choice that you made, you see, if we add the blue, the white, and the red, it will give you the cumulative of the number of participants per that maybe survey or that thing that we conducted. So we use pie chart to show that. That way, sometimes, most of the time, uh, it comes in percentage. The proportion comes in percentage. It comes in percentage. For example, now the percentage of males and females, you see, is the portion of is the portion of 100%, because once we put the percentage together, it will definitely give us 100%. So even percentage of that represent a particular thing, we use this pie chart to show that. So whenever you have a data in proportion type, or you conduct your analysis in proportion type, you go ahead, you use pie chart to visualize this. Most of the easier way to understand this is when you analyze data in percentage. That's the easiest way that I can tell you. But believe me, sometimes it's not in percentage. Sometimes it's not in percentage type, but still you need to use pie chart to show the proportion of that data. So please, you need to understand that. Okay. So the next one we'll talk about is line chart. We'll talk about line chart. So line chart, we use a periodic data to showcase line chart. That's how we use line chart. We use a periodic data that comes in period. For example, month by month, maybe January, February, March, April, May, June, July. I want to see the number of maybe revenue generated per month. So in that particular case, we need to showcase it in line chart, because line chart will show us the trend of that numbers per month. So it will show us maybe this month is down, that month is down, this month is this month is, so it will show you the trend. And by mere looking at the line chart, you can tell which month you have the lower turnout or lower revenue, and which month you have the higher revenue. Because normally a line chart will just go like this. You know how the trend, it comes in trend way. So that's how it will show. So that's for the line chart. So these four charts are not the only ones. We have scatter plots, and scatter plot we use it to show data of different variables. We need to show the correlation between two or more variables. So maybe we need to see how one variable affected the other variable. So we use scatter plot for us to do that. So There are different graphs, but these are the most frequent ones that you will be using. So the rest you can go ahead and, if you like, conduct your own research, learn them, and it will help you. But this, I want you to understand them, and I want you to have them at the back of your mind, because it's something that I believed maybe even during interview you cannot escape this too. Maybe you can be asked these types of data. Please let me tell you all this that we are learning and you are learning. Even last week or last 2 weeks, there was the interview. I was among the panelists of the interview. Believe me, these are the things I asked the person. These are the things we asked during the interview. And none of the people that participated in the interview knew this. They don't know the data types. They don't know all these types of graphs. They don't know all this. Please, you need to keep learning this. You need to understand this. This is something that can save you. And let me tell you, this position that I was a panelist in on during this interview. Let me tell you this, the salary of that particular position is more than 1 million. Let me tell you this. But the person, they don't know this. They don't know this. There was a question, 15 marks for that question. What type of data we use to showcase periodic data? What type of graph do we use to showcase periodic data? It's 15 marks. The question is 15 marks. So please learn this. You need to understand this. You need to practice this. You need to know how to use it. You don't know when this will help you. You don't know. You have no idea when this will help you. Okay, so let's go and I think start the practical. So before any question and answer, let's go and do the practical of this bar chart, pie chart, line chart, and histogram. So let me open my, I'm stopping the screen. So let me open my Excel. Sorry, I didn't open my Excel and I don't have any data to use. So just use any data. I'll just use any data so that I'll use the data to showcase something. Let me see if I can open any data. Sorry, let me just copy this. Yeah, I stopped my sharing, so I know you cannot see my screen. I'm just trying to get a data that we are going to use to create the visualization. Okay, so let me pick this text and let me pick this. I'm with you, so please. Can you all hear me, please? So I'm with you. Sorry, I'm just copying something. Just copying something so that we can use it. Sorry, I just want to use this data. I think we have some few minutes to go, right? How many minutes left? Okay, we have 8 minutes. So in these 8 minutes, I think we can do something so that we can stop here. I told you I'm not feeling all right, so we can stop here. Maybe tomorrow we continue and we finish all this. So let me just show you all this. I'm with you. Sorry, please. Okay, just create this data so that I will show you that. But I didn't create the edge. But this edge is supposed to be a very long this thing. So I'm creating edge. Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm sharing the screen so that we can do this and we call it a day. How many minutes left? So we have like 7 minutes. So 7 minutes will be okay. So since you all understand this, so let me show you how to visualize this. So you look at it now, have a data like this. This is what we have. If you look at it now, you see we have month, we have state, total number of maybe people per state, and these are the category of the people. So sometimes these males and females, don't worry, it can be maybe just male, female. You know how the category, how the data comes with, and you all know that males, females, male, female, you are the one to count male, you are the one to count female. But for now, just for me to show you all that, I don't want us to waste most of the time, so we'll just go ahead and get at that. Okay. So first of all, let's start with the bar chart. You go or column chart. I told you it can you see Excel call it column chart, so you can see it like that. So now in this data, what do you think we can visualize using column chart, please? What columns? What are the columns do you think we can visualize? Let me call this total participant. Okay, I'm hearing, I'm listening. Okay, states. Uh-huh. States, state. Yeah, thank you. So you see, you understand this. So the number of state, either state appeared. Maybe we want to know how many time each state appeared, or we want to know what are the number of participants we have per state. So we need to visualize that. We need to see that the state and participant. We need to see that. We need to visualize that. By mere looking at this, since it's a graphical representation, by mere looking at this, it shows that the bar that is bigger shows that that particular state has the highest number. Without wasting your time. But in this, when somebody look at this, he cannot tell you that "Ha, these states are this. No, nobody can tell you which state have the highest number. So now since I have Katsina Zamfara, let me just create other state, maybe just to create some. Kano, Sokoto, Ekiti, Gombe, Niger, Anambra, Anambra, Imo. Okay. So let's say these are the states that we have and we need to visualize the data. Sometimes, let me say this. Sometimes you can't visualize them from the column. Sometimes you cannot. Because now if assuming maybe the different types is maybe now we have Katsina, Lagos, Kano, and we still have Katsina, Lagos, Kano. You see, it just appears. So you need to some if somewhere to count the number of states and to count the number of participants, and then you visualize. So I'm not advising you most of the time to do the visualization within the main data. So you need to have your rough sheet or where you need to conduct all the analysis and then you visualize what you have analyzed. So when you highlight the two, now you see them. This automatically will be removed, the state, and it will give the title of the chart total participants. So let's do it and see. Just go to insert. Under insert, you hover here under this. You see, I told you it calls it column chart in Excel. So just click on this. So now take note. When we say bar chart, this is the chart that we call bar chart, right? That's the chart we normally call bar chart, and that's the chart. So that way in Excel, it is called column chart because this is what normally we are using. This is what normally we are using. It's not a bar. And please don't call this any other chat than bar chat. It's just a bar chat. Please, this is not a histogram. I saw a lot of people call it a histogram. It's not a histogram. Okay, I just did something I didn't tell you how to do it. So when you put this is how it's going to look like. So let me put another one so that we can have all the two and you will see the difference. So this one is the normal bar chart that we all know. So we know this and we also know this. Okay. So first of all, we are getting rid of this axis, the y-axis, and we're also getting rid of these grid lines. So we'll just remove them. Of course, histogram doesn't have a space because they are connected. They are connected. Okay. So as you can see, now we need to remove the grid lines. So just click here. When you click these lines, when you click on them, you see they are selected. Then you click delete from your keyboard. Delete from your keyboard, not backspace. You need to click, uh, you know, delete. Again, you need to click this. We don't need it. Click on it and you click delete from your keyboard. You see your chart will looks like this. Another way is for you to showcase the numbers here. Just right click inside any of the chart, right click on it and click on this add data labels. You see this data labels is going to be like this and you create this particular uh chart. So I told you I'm not strong, I'm down. So what we are going to do seriously, we stop here since even though we didn't finish all the graphs. So please, I'll save this file. Let's stop here so that tomorrow we continue, we finish everything we create, even the dashboard, if I'm very strong tomorrow. So I think let's draw the curtain here and we call it a day. So I'll share the class with you. If I, you know, edit it and convert it, I'll share it with you so that you can watch what we have done today. If not, maybe you wait until I put I think you wait until I put all the classes together so that we will not divide the week 10. So it's supposed to be week 10 one. We continue from there. Thank you so much and see you tomorrow. We continue from where we stop. Bye bye. So to create this histogram, since we have this uh age column like this, what we need to is just come to this column and highlight everything. So you need to highlight everything. So when you highlight everything, now go to insert again as we did it yesterday. Just go to insert under this. Now we use column chart here as you know, but this is where the histogram is on in Excel. So you just click there and just click the histogram. So you see, this is what just happened. Look at it now. Let me take it up. Look at it now, what we just have now. Okay, sorry, let me just cut it and paste it here. So this is what we just have now. You see, 1 to 9, that is the people that their age is between 1 to 9. These are the people. 9 to 17, 17 to 25, 25 to 33, 33 to 41. So it categorizes the age of people for us. So now if we want to see the data, when you right click and you add the data level, you see this is what it shows to us. So let me remove this grid line and let me remove this also. So I want it to look like this. So I can see age range of the participants. So I'll just call it like this. So those that are within 1 to 9 age are 15. Those that are 9 to 17 are 22. Those that are 17 to 25 are 27. So this is how it looks like. So whenever you use uh, this histogram, so it's going to look like this. So it's just like when you can see edge range or edge distribution of the participant. Anyway, you want to name it, just go ahead and name it the way you want. is like that. So it's different. Okay. So this is for the age range. So of the participant that we just created. So histogram, we use that to create a range each, uh, you know, variable that we have. So I'm cutting this. I'm putting it here also. Let me just bring it here. So now let's talk about the pie chart. So for the pie chart, I told you it has to do with the distribution uh, portion of a particular segregation. So this pie chart, we can create it normally. I tell you, not only on age, on percentage data. It has to do with sometimes not percentage data, not percentage data. So once you want to see, you have a whole, but you want to see the distribution of that whole number or the proportion of that whole number. So you can go ahead and create the pie chart. So now for this, I think we can get the total of males, total of females, and the total of both. And now maybe we get the percentage by each. That's what we are going to do. So now I want to get the total. Let me just call it total participants. So I'm going to say equals to, so I'm summing all this to be the total participants. So I'll say male. Okay, let me come here. Female. But don't worry, I'm just putting it here. So let me just say total male, female. So I'm saying equals to sum, and I'm getting this for the female. So yeah, it will give us this. This is the total. So to get the percentage, so we can get the percentage and say this divided by this. Again, this divided by this. So these are the percentage. So now for this percentage, you create the what? You create the pie chart. So you go to insert, and there's the pie chart. So we have different pie chart. Even now we have donut chart, donut chart. Some of you doesn't have it. Maybe in the version of your Excel version, we have this donut chart and we have this. But this is the normal pie chart that people knows. This one, and we have this one. So, but seriously, I prefer to use this donut. So you use the one you want to go ahead and just take. So I can just call it percentage gender or by gender or percentage of participants by gender. So go ahead and just name it the way you want. Just put it anyhow. So this is how it looks like, and this is what we have. So you can change the color of this. You can click on this and change the color if you want. Go to format. Under this format, you see this A. Click on it and turn the color to white. I think when you put white, it looks uh, more clear, so you can see it in white color than the black color. So maybe I can bold it to look more clear than before. Okay, so this is for the percentage. Go ahead and create something like this when you have this. But sometimes, like I told you, you can go ahead and create percentage on this type of data. Sorry, let me show you this. You see, it will create this for you. Each state with the percentage it has. Each state, it will go ahead and create this. But this is not a percentage. It's just showing you the proportion per each state. So what is the proportion that each state takes out of the total that we have? So you see the state with bigger portion has the highest number. So let's see this state. You see, whatever state is this, which is Zamfara, it has the highest, which is 270, 286. So that way it has the bigger portion. But please don't use that to showcase this. It's not appropriate. And normally, whenever you are using pie chart, please take note that you can only use pie chart uh, when you have low proportion of the data. That is not much. For example, two, three, four, five. But when you have too much variable, please don't use pie chart. Even if it is percentage, don't use pie chart to showcase that. You can go ahead and use bar chart to showcase that, even if it is percentage. Because pie charts, if you put too much data in it, it will looks somehow so scattered and people will not understand what you are showing them. So this is it for the pie chart. So I'm cutting this also and putting it here. So again, the next thing we talk about after the pie chart is line chart. So let's talk about the line chart. So for the line chart, I told you is whenever we have a trending data, periodic data, we use it, that to showcase the data. So yeah, uh, no, I saw someone just said the chart. Maximum of three categories is fine for pie chart. No, not, I didn't see maximum of three. No, sometimes it can be more than three. No, I didn't tell you the maximum. Yeah, it shouldn't be maybe to say that maximum is three. No, it can be or even six, five. You can go ahead and put that. So, but you can put more than three. Seriously. So for the pie chart is periodic is trending data that shows a trend. So let's create the trend for that. So now I'm just highlighting this and I'm highlighting this per month. That's what I'm doing per month. So I'm highlighting the two columns. So the way I did it, when you highlight this one, then you hold your control and you then highlight this one. So that's how I did it. So now let's create the trend and see. So when you click there, go to this line chart. This is where the line chart is. This is where the line chart is. You see, this is it. Just click on it and select any one you want. So just go ahead and select it, and it's going to look like this. Okay. So now, as you can see, this is what we have. This is the line that we just created. So I can click inside the line to add the labels of the data so that we'll see the data and we'll see how the data looks or what number value we have per each. So these are the month and these are the trend by month. Okay. So now, again, I'm deleting this and I'm also deleting this. So I can just say trend of participants by month. Let me just call it this. Trend of participant by month. Okay, so I think this is okay. So you see this what line chart is. But there are also different line chart, of course. All these chart that I show you that are different of them, but I don't care about all that ones. When you start using all that, and there is this area charts. This area chart is quite different from line chart. It's just an area one, but we have line chart that looks like this. We have one with this. We have one with this. So all these are different line charts. But I normally doesn't, care about all such. So don't worry. Don't even use that color pool charts and other designs. You see, some people will go ahead and start using this. Let me show you. People will go ahead and start using this. Let me all this. You see this type of charts, please. No matter how cute it looks to you, don't use them. Don't use all this. It's just unprofessional. Please don't use this. Use the normal charts. Please don't use such types of charts. Don't use them, please. Okay. Sorry, I'm Control Z because I think I temper with a normal chart that we are using. Okay, so this is it. Please just use plain ones like this and don't waste most of your time. Okay, so I have another one here. So I'm putting it here. Okay, so this is it, and these are the charts we discussed about the bar chart, the histogram, the pie chart, and the line chart. So we just analyzed this and we bring out all that. We created the chart. So you go ahead and create the chart based on the variables that you have uh, in every data you are analyzing based on the variable. So you see, we created how many charts? Like, let's say this one is the same chart, but we did two of them. Is okay. So we have one, two, three, four, five. So definitely we created only four charts based on this. So we created this for the month, for this, and for the gender, then for this one. So that's what we have done so far. Four of them. That's what we have done. Okay. So now, if we like also, if we like also, we can create this. We can create this based on representatives per state. You see, it will create something like this. You see, each state males and females, each state distribution of that males and females per each state. So we can see that per each state, we can see that. So how many males we have in this state, how many males we have in this state. So I can call it um okay, distribution of gender per state. So I can call it that. So this one also is something that you can create. I think, yeah, I think it's something that you can create. So if you like, you can, let me create it on the normal bar chart and see something. Maybe it will just be, yeah. Yeah, but you see there is this also type of bar charts. You see this one? This type of bar chart, you can use it so that all the columns will be the same. So you can go ahead and use this. You can right click on this column to add the label. You can right click on this one to add the label. So I'll change this to white so that people can see it. But the other one, this one also I'll change it to white. So like this. So this is how it looks about this one. Let me put it black is okay. So you see, this is it. So I can name it the same way I named that one. That is distribution of, sorry, that is distribution of gender by state. So I'll just click this, come here and paste it here. So you can go ahead and use this. So a lot of people are using this type of bar chart. So you can use it if you want. You can use this one. Okay. So now uh, we are done with creating all these graphs, all the charts. Then we are going to start creating the dashboard. So we'll start creating the dashboard. Okay. So create the dashboard, you need to go to the we can do it inside this sheet, but let's create a new sheet and call it dashboard. Let's call it dashboard. So most of all this what we have. This is the normal page that we have. So I'll remove the grid line. You already know how to remove grid lines since day one. That what I show you. So just come here and remove the grid line. I don't want grid lines at all. So I want it to be a clear something like this. So first of all, what I'm going to do, I'm creating the header because that's the title of the dashboard we are creating. That's what I'm creating. So we'll do that. So I'm going to see let me save this. or I'll just call it Internship Dashboard 2024. That's what I'll call it. Internship Dashboard 2024. So I'll highlight it up to here. I'll merge it. I'll change it. Let me put it to Arial Black. And I'll increase the size. Okay, let me reduce it a little bit. Okay. Okay, so I'll leave it like this. I'll leave it like this. Okay, another thing, if you want that I didn't do, if you want, you can change the color of this white background that you have. You can go ahead and change the color. So I think I will change the color to this or to, okay, let me put something like this. Maybe, yeah, to this is okay. But this one specifically, I'll put another color for it and I'll change this one to this. So that's how I'm going to make it looks like. But I don't know, okay, what's the color of this? I think, okay, so okay, let's use this color. I think that's the color we have been using. So this is the dashboard will create. So we just create the title of the dashboard first of all. So the next thing that we are going to do, I think even this background, let me just create this color and put it like this. Don't worry. For this one, sorry, I just think maybe I'll use something, and for this also, I will use, no, not this color. I will use this. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and use this. So, but let's see. If I create something that maybe it looks okay, we'll change it later. Maybe we'll change it. Okay. So I'm bringing all these charts that we have and putting them here. I'm creating them here. I'm putting them here. But there are other things we can do uh, after putting the chart. But let me put the chart post. Let's start bringing them one after the other. So I'm taking this one first and putting it here. So here it is, but I'm reducing it. Yeah, I want it to be like this. Okay, let me reduce this. Yeah, so I'm just doing it like this. Don't worry, I'll try to do it maybe the way I think it will look awesome. So I'll just try my best to see that I design it. So you need to learn how to design yours. So yours can be different from mine, but I'll try to see that I create something good for you. So this is it. I put this, but I'm changing this color. I'm going to format. I'm changing this color to this. No, not this one. Sorry. To No, not this one. I need the one of the background. So let me pick it from here. I think we can pick it. I think we can pick it, right? Sorry. I think we can pick this. But I think it's not here, right? We cannot pick it. So I think this is the color. No, it's not the color. Seriously, it's not. This one is not. It's not this. I don't know if it is the one. Sorry, I don't even know. So yeah, I just use this one. Is it that I'm not seeing it well or what? It's okay. It's okay. Let's just use this one. Okay, I'm taking this one again. I'm pasting it here. So I'm reducing it the same size with this one. But I want them to have the same width and height. So I will just bring it here. So I will do this. Yeah. So now they have the same width and the same height. So I'll change the color of this also. But I'll go to format. I'll change the color to this. Sorry, before that I need to click here, post, and change this color. I don't want this color at all, so I'm using this. I'm using something light. Let me know what color to use. Let me use this one. So I use this. Okay, this one, let me just put this. Yeah, just using this is okay so that I'll have the same color. Okay, so I think I have this. So let me bring another one. Taking this and I'm pasting it here. So I wanted to have the same. So I'll reduce this. Okay. So I have this, so I'll change the color also. And this to this. And this one I'll change it to this. Okay, so this is it. This is what we have for this. So I'm bringing another one, like normal one. So let me bring this. So for this age range, so I think I'm taking this down. Let me bring it down here and put this one here. So I'll reduce it. I'll reduce it. And sorry, and I'll come here and reduce the width. For this color, I'll definitely change it to this. It looks like this. Yeah, let it stand out and looks like this. Okay. So The next thing is to bring another one. So I'm taking this. I want it to be here. So I'll post up or reduce the weight to this. Yeah. But this one, I want it to be bigger than the rest since it is a line chart. So I want line chart to have a big something here. So maybe I'll just bring it down here. Okay, but it's okay. Let me do this first. Let me reduce the. Okay. Now let me reduce it a little bit and put it somewhere here because I want to put something here. Okay, so I want to put the pie chart in there. So let me bring the pie chart and paste it here. So here is our pie chart. Let me turn this to black because people cannot see it. Yeah. So if it is black, so it can be seen. So I'm changing all these colors. So for this one, I'll double click, just double click on it. We change it to this. For this one, when you double click also on it, you come and we change it to this. Okay, and this one also, let's change it to the normal color. Just click on it. When you click on it, go to this, but we are not taking the shape, we are taking the shape outline. So let's turn it to this. I think this is the color, yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just that I'm increasing this. I'm bringing this here. I'm increasing this a little bit and just bring it here. And I'm increasing this. Okay, we are not yet done. Seriously, we are not yet done, but we can stop here. We can stop here, even though we are not yet done. But to me, I think it's okay. We can also stop here. But we can, okay, we'll come back. We'll come back. You can use the same link. We'll come back after our minutes. So, like I said, let's finalize this. So, first of all, I need to try to make this, yeah, I think, okay. Okay, so the only things that I want us to add, which I'll show you, is it has to do with the other calculations that we can add on top of this place that leave. So we can add something here to explain some of the things here. First of all, maybe uh, we can have total number of states. We can put it here. We can have maybe total number of participants, maybe total number of months, uh, maybe you see things that we need to just put the figures of that in there. So we can go ahead and do that. Okay, so let me just get the total. Okay, I already have the total number of participants here. This is where they are. So this is it. So I'll leave this here. So I can have total number of females and males. So you see I have them here. So for the total number of states, do I need to have that? So I'll just call it total number of states. So I'll say equals to count. So I'll just use uh count E just to count this. So it will give me 10 because yes, of course, we have 10 of them. So I'll use that. So month also we need to have to tell. I think these are okay for us to have this. Those four of them are okay, so that will not fool it with anything. So it's okay. So first of all, I'll just say total state. I'll call it that. I'll come here and say total participants. I'll come here and say total males. I'll come and say total females. One, two, three. So I'll put it here. One, two, three. So I'll put it here. So I think it's okay. So I think this is okay to me. Only thing I will do is sorry, maybe I'll just put it this way like this. So for this, I'll turn them to, I make them white so that they will just looks white. Uh, no, I'll just make them white, white, sorry, white, sorry, white. No, it didn't give me something like that. Or maybe I'll put it at the top. Maybe I'll put it here. Then I'll put the total under here. So I think that's okay for me. Okay, so this is it. So what I'm going to do now is to add text box for me to put the totals there, total females, males, and whatever we need to put here. So let's do that. So yeah, there is a way to do that. I can just match all this to put that, but it's just because I want to do something here. That why I'll put the shape and to show you something also. So I'll highlight the box to be like this. Yeah, this is how I want the box to be. So you see, I just created a box. So the box can look like this. I want it to be a little bigger, like this. So the box can be like this. So I need to have two of this box. So don't worry. I'm taking this a little bit down. I'm taking them a little bit down because I want the box to stand out here. So this is okay. So now what we are going to do is just all you need is click on the box. When you click on it, then you click here. If you like, you come back here. Okay, it's total states, so that we want. So what we are going to do is we let me explain this. We want to put these total states that are here. We want to put them inside this box that I just created. So I'll put it first here so that I would change, I would duplicate it across all this to put all this total under that. So let's click the box, just click on it, come here. No, we need to put, sorry, please, come back. We need to put equals to, just click on here, you put equals to, equal sign, not dash, sorry. You need to put equal sign, then you come here and you click here, then you press enter. So you see, when I click inside the box, I click the formula bar. So you know what formula bar is. So when you click the formula bar, then you can go back to the sheet where the data that you want is here, then you click on it. So now this is what I have. So I can increase. You see, I'm increasing it. You can increase it. I can put it top, center, bold. I can even make it Arial black. Yeah, so that it will look somehow like this. And I'll change the color to this color that we are using. So this is it. So the next thing is maybe I'll add something on this. So I'll go to the shape. Under the shape effect, I'll add a little, let me just add a shadow under it, just like this. Already you know, you can't see the shadow since we are using the background is somehow something else. Okay, but this is it. So I have this. What I'm going to do is I'll just control D is to duplicate. So I will arrange this one like this. Don't worry, I'll just do this. I'll create this like this, and I'll create it like this. So I just duplicate it. So I'll click them all to align them at the center. So go to the shape. Under this align, then you say align at the middle. So all of them now, I align them at the middle together. So you can do that if you want to just arrange everything. So when you click here, you see I have this on H5. So you can come here to see that total participant is in what? I5. So if you like, go ahead and just change this H to I. Just to make a shortcut, press enter. You see, it's automatically pick what you have there and it puts it there. So if I want to put the same format on this, all I need is to copy this shape format and click on this. You see it, copy it and paste it here for me. So I don't need to do it again and again and again. So I is total participant. So for the total male is G, definitely is on G. So now I'll just say G. So, but let me show you how we did that before so that you can go ahead and do it. Let's delete this. So when you click here, you click the formula bar, you put equals to, you come where the data is, you click on it, you press enter, you see, we have this. So what we are going to do is to have the same format, copy this, click this, just click this, then you click inside this, and you see automatically it do the same. So for this one is key. So definitely I'll just change this H to key. So I'll click enter and I'll come here, click this and click this. So here it is, and we just, created this. Okay. So, okay, sorry. I'm just moving this here. This one, I'm moving it somewhere. This one also, I'm moving it here. So it's just, I see that, yeah. Okay. So, this is it. It looks somehow the distance is much, much, much bigger for me. So let me just reduce all this. I'm sorry. I just want it to look okay to my eyes because I don't want it to look somehow like this. Don't worry, I'll just try to, maybe I'll just make them a little bit closer. So I'll bring this one here. I'll bring this one here. I'll bring this one here. So, it's okay. Whatever, I think. Sorry. Okay. So, let me just put that about the middle. It's okay. So now, as you can see, this is what we have just created so far for this, and everything you see now is what we have created from this particular data that that we have. Okay, so this is it, and what you are going to do normally to tell you your assignment, what you are going to do is, is for you to use that your survey data to analyze the data and to go ahead and create a visualization of that data. That's what you are going to do. Uh, and that. So, if you have a question, please ask me so that I will respond to you. If you have a question, you ask. If you have a question, you ask, please. If you have a question, you ask your question. Because I'm sending you the image of your dashboard right away. Let me remove this. Maybe it will give me all this space. So since I have this space, so I'll increase all this so that I'll share it with you. What I will do is to increase this. And for this also, I'll increase them. Okay, I'm sharing the dashboard with you all. Okay, sorry, I'll take this up. Right. Okay, I saw some charts. Okay, let me respond to your questions. Are we to use only one data or all? I meant Google. You know, you are putting everything together. All the data that you collected are the same variables. You are merging all the three data together to analyze them and to create your dashboard on that. Yeah. Someone say, can't the size of pie chart be increased? That's left for you. If you want to increase yours, go ahead and do that. Are we to match the data from Tricia? I answered that. Which of the Excel sheet ODK? I answered that. Good evening. My question is on CompCare data. On the Excel sheet showing choice 21 on some question. Also, are we to match all the data to? I answered that. My charts are not coming out like yours. Maybe you are using different version that I have. I told you I have the latest Excel version, so maybe yours is different. But what I show you is the same. Your chart must show the way my chart shows. So there is nothing. I did all this together with you, so I created it with you. Are we creating dashboard data getting from the three tools you said? I already answered all this. You're asking the same question. Match all the three data. You need to match all the three data. Match them all. You match them all. Match them all. You match them all. Okay. So yeah, this is it. So I think we are going to call it a day. I think this one is more cute than the that one. Okay. So I'm sharing the dashboard with you. I think we meet next week so that we continue from where we stopped. Thank you so much and have a wonderful week. Bye bye.